The year is 214 BC, a time of great upheaval and transformation. Imagine the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean, a vibrant tapestry of kingdoms and empires, each vying for dominance and survival. The air crackles with tension, a powder keg waiting for a spark. The winds of change are blowing and the stage is set for a monumental conflict. To the west, the Roman Republic, a rising power, flexes its military muscle. Its influence is spreading like wildfire, and its ambitions know no bounds. Their legions, disciplined and relentless, have tasted victory on the battlefields of Italy. These soldiers are the backbone of Rome's expansionist dreams. Across the Adriatic Sea lies Macedon, heir to the legacy of Alexander the Great. This kingdom, steeped in history and glory, is not one to be underestimated. Ruled by the ambitious Philip V, Macedon casts a long shadow over Greece. His vision is clear: to restore Macedon's former glory and expand its influence. The legendary Macedonian phalanx, a bristling wall of spears, remains a formidable force. This military formation has been the key to many of Macedon's past victories. These two titans, Rome and Macedon, are on a collision course. Their ambitions clash, their interests intertwine. The tension between them is palpable, and conflict seems inevitable. The fate of the Mediterranean hangs in the balance. The outcome of this impending conflict will shape the future of the entire region. This is the story of the Macedonian Wars, a clash of civilizations that would reshape the ancient world. It is a tale of ambition, power, and the relentless pursuit of dominance. The First Macedonian War, a tangled web of alliances and betrayals, begins with a whimper rather than a bang. Yet it sets the stage for the larger conflicts to come. It is a sideshow, a distraction from Rome's titanic struggle against Carthage in the Second Punic War. But even as Rome battles Hannibal, it keeps a wary eye on Macedon. Yet it plants the seeds for future conflicts. The rivalries and tensions sown during this period will grow and fester, leading to even greater confrontations. Rome, though preoccupied, takes note of Macedon's ambitions. The seeds of future wars are planted, and the stage is set for a series of epic confrontations that will echo through history. The First Macedonian War, from 214 to 205 BC, unfolds as a series of skirmishes and naval engagements. This conflict, though often overshadowed by other historical events, played a crucial role in shaping the power dynamics of the ancient world. Roman legions, battle-hardened in the crucible of the Punic Wars, face the might of the Macedonian phalanx. The clash is epic, with each side showcasing their unique strengths and strategies honed over years of warfare. Two different styles of warfare collide. The Romans, known for their discipline and tactical flexibility, confront the Macedonians, whose phalanx formation is legendary for its strength and cohesion. Rome's legions, flexible and adaptable, prove more than a match for Macedon's slow-moving phalanx. Yet, victory remains elusive as both sides struggle to gain a decisive upper hand in the rugged and challenging terrain. The rugged terrain of Greece favors the defenders. The mountains and valleys create natural fortifications, making it difficult for either side to maintain a sustained advantage. The war drags on, a stalemate. Both sides are weary, their resources stretched thin, and their soldiers exhausted from the prolonged conflict. Finally, in 205 BC, exhausted by years of fighting, both sides agree to a peace treaty. The terms are negotiated with great care, as both Rome and Macedon seek to preserve their honor and strength. The First Macedonian War ends without a clear victor. The aftermath leaves both sides reflecting on the heavy toll of the conflict and the uncertain future that lies ahead. But the peace is fragile. The underlying tensions and unresolved issues continue to simmer beneath the surface, threatening to reignite at any moment. The seeds of resentment linger. Both Rome and Macedon harbor grudges and suspicions, their rivalry far from settled. The two powers, their rivalry undiminished, eye each other warily across the Adriatic. Each move is watched closely, as both sides prepare for the possibility of future conflict. The stage is set for a rematch. The First Macedonian War may have ended, but the struggle for dominance in the ancient world is far from over. 2 decades after the First Macedonian War, the Second Macedonian War erupts with renewed ferocity, shaking the ancient world once more. This time, Rome is fully committed, determined to assert its dominance and expand its influence. The Roman legions, led by the skilled and ambitious general Titus Quinctius Flamininus, cross the Adriatic in force, ready to confront their Macedonian adversaries. Their objective is clear and unwavering: the complete subjugation of Macedon and the elimination of its threat to Roman supremacy. Philip V, now older and more cautious, understands the gravity of the situation. He knows he faces a formidable foe in the Romans. He relies heavily on the strength and discipline of his phalanx, a formation that has served Macedon well in the past. But the Romans have learned from their past encounters with the Macedonian phalanx. They are better prepared and more strategic. They exploit the phalanx's weaknesses, its lack of maneuverability and vulnerability on broken terrain, using these to their advantage. The Battle of Cynoscephalae in 197 BC proves decisive, a turning point in the war. The Macedonian phalanx, caught on uneven ground, crumbles under the relentless Roman assault, unable to maintain its formation. Philip V is defeated. He sues for peace, acknowledging the might of Rome. Macedon is humbled, its power broken, and its influence diminished significantly. Rome emerges as the dominant force in Greece, solidifying its power and paving the way for further expansion. Subscribe Emgotvhistory.